Feel like your legs are getting weaker no matter what you do? The shocking truth: that bottle of vitamins in your medicine cabinet could be the real culprit. While you faithfully take them every morning thinking you're protecting your health, certain supplements are secretly sabotaging your strength. Research reveals these senior supplements increase fall risk by 30% by directly damaging leg muscles. What's truly frightening is how quickly this damage occurs, often within weeks. And your doctor likely has no idea they're prescribing the very thing making you weaker each day. In today's video, we're exposing the 2 worst vitamins destroying your leg strength after 60, plus simple alternatives that have helped thousands rebuild strength in just 3 weeks. Excessive vitamin D, especially D2 form. While vitamin D is essential for overall health, excessive supplementation, particularly with the inferior D2 form, can significantly undermine leg strength in seniors through multiple mechanisms. Excessive vitamin D supplementation, particularly doses exceeding 4,000 IU daily, can lead to hypercalcemia, elevated calcium levels in the blood. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism demonstrates that this excess calcium disrupts proper muscle contraction and relaxation cycles, particularly affecting the large muscle groups in the legs. A study tracking seniors over a 3-year period found that those taking high-dose vitamin D supplements, over 5,000 IU daily, experienced up to 22% greater decline in lower body strength compared to those taking moderate doses or obtaining vitamin D primarily from sunlight and food sources. This effect was most pronounced in individuals over 70, as age-related changes in kidney function make it more difficult to regulate calcium levels in response to high vitamin D intake. The D2 form of vitamin D, ergocalciferol, commonly used in less expensive supplements and often prescribed by physicians, is significantly less effective at supporting muscle function compared to the D3 form, cholecalciferol. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that D2 supplementation actually reduced overall vitamin D status in some seniors by suppressing natural D3 production and utilization. This suppression appears to particularly affect the vitamin D receptors in muscle tissue, which are critical for maintaining strength and power output. Studies show approximately 40% of seniors are prescribed D2 rather than D3, often without understanding the crucial difference between these forms. The impact on leg strength becomes evident when comparing groups. Seniors receiving D3 maintained leg strength scores approximately 18% higher than those receiving equivalent doses of D2 over a 6-month period. High-dose vitamin D supplementation without adequate vitamin K2 creates a dangerous imbalance that can lead to inappropriate calcium deposition in soft tissues, including blood vessels and muscles. Research published in the Journals of Gerontology demonstrates that this calcium dysregulation particularly affects the mitochondria in muscle cells, the energy-producing components essential for strength and endurance. Without sufficient K2 to direct calcium to bones, excess calcium can infiltrate muscle tissue, reducing contractility and power generation. This effect is most pronounced in the weight-bearing muscles of the legs, which contain the highest concentration of mitochondria. Approximately 80% of vitamin D supplements on the market contain no vitamin K2, creating this potentially harmful imbalance. So, does this mean I shouldn't take vitamin D at all? Not at all. Vitamin D remains essential for numerous aspects of health, including bone density and immune function. The key is appropriate dosing, generally 1,000 to 2,000 IU daily for most seniors, and choosing the right form, D3 rather than D2. Most importantly, vitamin D should be taken as part of a balanced approach that includes vitamin K2 and regular blood level monitoring. How quickly might I notice improvement if I correct my vitamin D supplementation? Most seniors who shift from high-dose D2 to moderate-dose D3 with K2 report noticeable improvements in leg strength and stability within 3 to 4 weeks. The most immediate improvements typically occur in muscle endurance and recovery, with overall strength gains continuing to develop over 2 to 3 months as cellular energy production normalizes. What's the best way to get the right amount and form of vitamin D? The ideal approach combines moderate sun exposure, 10 to 15 minutes daily on arms and legs when possible, food sources rich in D3, fatty fish, egg yolks, mushrooms exposed to UV light, and if needed, a moderate dose D3 supplement, 1,000 to 2,000 IU, that also contains vitamin K2, at least 100 micrograms. Seniors should have vitamin D blood levels tested at least annually, aiming for a level between 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter, rather than pushing to higher levels that may seem beneficial but can actually undermine leg strength. Worst vitamin 2. Synthetic vitamin E, alpha tocopherol only. Synthetic vitamin E supplements, particularly those containing only alpha tocopherol, can significantly undermine leg strength and mobility in seniors through several concerning mechanisms. Most commercial vitamin E supplements contain only alpha tocopherol, often synthetic DL-alpha tocopherol, which disrupts the body's natural balance of 8 different vitamin E compounds, 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry demonstrates that high intake of isolated alpha tocopherol actually suppresses the other 7 forms, particularly gamma tocopherol and the tocotrienols, which play crucial roles in muscle cell membrane protection and mitochondrial function. These non-alpha forms are particularly important for maintaining the fast-twitch muscle fibers that provide power and stability in the legs. A landmark study from Tufts University found that seniors with higher blood levels of synthetic alpha tocopherol combined with lower levels of gamma tocopherol and tocotrienols had approximately 24% poorer performance on lower body strength and balance tests compared to those with a natural balance of vitamin E compounds. Synthetic vitamin E interferes with CoQ10 production and utilization in muscle cells, creating an energy crisis particularly evident in the large muscles of the legs. Research from the Journal of Applied Physiology shows that high-dose alpha tocopherol supplementation, 400 IU or more daily, can reduce CoQ10 activity in muscle tissue by up to 30% in adults over 65. This CoQ10 disruption severely impairs mitochondrial energy production, with the oxygen-demanding muscles of the thighs and calves being most affected. Many seniors take both vitamin E and statin medications, creating a perfect storm for leg weakness, as statins also deplete CoQ10 levels. Studies indicate that approximately 60% of seniors taking both high-dose vitamin E supplements and statins report leg fatigue, weakness, or cramping within 3 to 6 months of beginning this combination. Instead of synthetic vitamin E supplements, focus on whole food sources that provide the complete family of vitamin E compounds in their natural ratios. Particularly beneficial are nuts, especially almonds, hazelnuts, and walnuts, seeds, sunflower, pumpkin, olive oil, avocados, and leafy greens. These foods provide not only balanced vitamin E but also complementary nutrients that support its function. For those who still prefer supplementation, look for mixed tocopherols and tocotrienols rather than just vitamin E or alpha tocopherol. The ideal supplement would contain all 8 forms with a ratio that doesn't excessively favor alpha tocopherol. Additionally, seniors taking statins should discuss CoQ10 supplementation with their healthcare provider to help counteract both the medication's effect and any vitamin E imbalance. Now that we've identified the 2 worst vitamins that can undermine your leg strength, let's discuss the nutrients that can actually help strengthen your legs and improve mobility. 1. Magnesium. Magnesium is perhaps the most critical mineral for maintaining and improving leg strength after 60, yet approximately 80% of seniors have suboptimal levels. Magnesium directly activates over 300 enzymatic reactions involved in muscle contraction, relaxation, and energy production. Research from the Journal of Physiology shows that magnesium optimization can improve muscle strength by 15 to 20% in seniors previously deficient in this mineral. This improvement is particularly noticeable in the fast-twitch muscle fibers responsible for power, stability, and fall prevention. For seniors, the recommended daily intake is 400 to 420 milligrams for men and 310 to 320 milligrams for women. Yet studies show the average intake among adults over 60 is only 209 milligrams. About half of what's needed for optimal muscle function. Magnesium regulates calcium flow in muscle cells, preventing the calcium overload that leads to muscle cramping, twitching, and irregular contractions, all common complaints that undermine leg strength and confidence in seniors. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with optimal magnesium levels experienced 37% fewer nighttime leg cramps and reported significantly improved sleep quality, which further supports muscle recovery and preservation. Food sources rich in magnesium include dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, beans, and whole grains, with spinach providing approximately 157 milligrams per cooked cup and pumpkin seeds offering about 168 milligrams per ounce. Magnesium enhances vitamin D utilization without the risks associated with excessive vitamin D supplementation. Studies published in the Journal of the American Osteopathic Association show that magnesium is required for vitamin D to convert to its active form and properly interact with its receptors in muscle tissue. Many seniors taking vitamin D supplements remain functionally deficient because low magnesium status prevents proper vitamin D metabolism. This magnesium-vitamin D relationship is particularly important for the weight-bearing muscles of the legs, which contain the highest concentration of vitamin D receptors among all muscle groups. For optimal leg strength benefits, most seniors should aim for 400 to 420 milligrams of magnesium daily through a combination of food sources and, if needed, supplementation. Magnesium glycinate and magnesium malate are generally the best tolerated forms, causing less digestive discomfort than magnesium oxide. Taking magnesium with dinner or about an hour before bedtime can help address the common problem of nighttime leg cramps while supporting muscle recovery during sleep. 2. Vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is emerging as one of the most important nutrients for maintaining leg strength and mobility in seniors, yet it remains largely overlooked in conventional supplement recommendations. Vitamin K2 works synergistically with vitamin D to ensure proper calcium utilization, directing calcium to bones where it's needed while preventing inappropriate calcification in blood vessels and muscles. Research published in Osteoporosis International demonstrates that this calcium regulation is crucial for maintaining the electrical signaling that controls muscle contraction in the legs. Seniors with optimal K2 levels showed approximately 20% better electromyography, EMG readings, a measure of muscle electrical activity, compared to those with low K2 status. Most Western diets provide adequate vitamin K1 from leafy greens, but very little K2, with studies showing the average senior consumes less than 25% of the optimal amount of K2 for muscle and bone health. Vitamin K2 activates a protein called osteocalcin, which not only supports bone health but also directly influences muscle metabolism and energy utilization. Research from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that active osteocalcin improves mitochondrial function specifically in skeletal muscle, enhancing both strength and endurance capacity. This benefit is particularly important for seniors, as mitochondrial efficiency naturally declines with age, with the largest muscles of the legs experiencing the most significant impact. While vitamin K1 has minimal effect on osteocalcin activation, K2, particularly the 7-Malawian-Quatches form, has been shown to increase activation by up to 70% in adults over 65. For optimal leg strength support, seniors should consume 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 daily. Food sources rich in K2 include fermented foods, particularly natto, which provides about 1,000 micrograms per serving, certain cheeses, especially Gouda and Brie, organ meats, and egg yolks from pasture-raised chickens. Due to the difficulty of obtaining sufficient K2 from diet alone, many seniors benefit from supplements combining vitamin D3 with vitamin K2 7-Malawian-Quatches form. This combination not only supports leg strength but also provides complementary benefits for cardiovascular and bone health. Importantly, seniors taking warfarin or similar blood thinners should consult their healthcare provider before supplementing with vitamin K2, as it can interact with these medications. 3. Protein and essential amino acids. While not a vitamin or mineral, protein, particularly essential amino acids, deserves special mention for its critical role in maintaining leg strength after 60. Seniors require significantly more protein than younger adults to maintain the same muscle mass, with research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition recommending 1.0 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily compared to the standard 0.8 grams. This means a 70 kilograms, 154 pounds. Senior would need approximately 70 to 84 grams of protein daily, about 30% more than conventional guidelines suggest. Studies show that seniors consuming this higher protein intake maintain approximately 40% more leg muscle mass over a 3-year period compared to those following standard protein recommendations. The most beneficial protein sources for leg strength are those rich in the amino acid leucine, which directly activates muscle protein synthesis, with dairy, eggs, and lean meats providing the highest leucine content per serving. Of particular importance is the timing and distribution of protein intake throughout the day. Research from the Journal of Nutrition shows that seniors benefit most from consuming 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal rather than concentrating protein at dinner, as is common in Western eating patterns. This approach provides approximately 40% better 24-hour muscle protein synthesis rates compared to the same amount of protein consumed primarily at one meal. For maintaining leg strength specifically, this evenly distributed protein intake ensures continuous support for the large muscle groups that are critical for mobility and independence. Essential amino acid supplements, particularly those enriched with leucine, can be valuable for seniors who struggle to consume adequate protein through diet alone. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors supplementing with 10 to 15 grams of essential amino acids daily, including 2 to 3 grams of leucine, maintain significantly better leg strength and physical performance compared to non-supplementing counterparts, even when total protein intake was similar. This benefit appears to be particularly pronounced for adults over 75, who often experience decreased protein absorption efficiency and require more concentrated amino acid sources. For optimal leg strength, aim to consume 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal, with at least one serving daily coming from leucine-rich sources like dairy, eggs, or lean meat. Those with decreased appetite or difficulty consuming larger meals may benefit from adding 1 to 2 protein-rich snacks, such as Greek yogurt with nuts or a protein smoothie, between meals. Protein intake is most effective for muscle maintenance when combined with some form of resistance exercise, even if it's as simple as chair rises or wall pushes. For seniors with kidney concerns, consultation with a healthcare provider is important before significantly increasing protein intake, though recent research indicates that the 1.0 to 1.2 g per kg recommendation is safe for most older adults, even those with mild kidney function decline. We've now uncovered the 2 worst vitamins that can undermine your leg strength after 60: excessive vitamin D, especially the D2 form, and synthetic vitamin E, alpha-tocopherol only, and explored the nutrients that can actually enhance your strength and mobility: magnesium, vitamin K2, and adequate protein with essential amino acids. The key takeaway isn't to avoid vitamins altogether, but rather to be selective about which forms you take and to understand that more isn't always better. Often, the most beneficial approach combines moderate supplementation of the right nutrients with a focus on nutrient-dense whole foods. Remember, maintaining strong legs isn't just about aesthetics or athletic performance. It's about preserving your independence, preventing falls, and ensuring you can continue enjoying all the activities that make life meaningful as you age. If you found this information valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone you care about who might benefit from understanding these nutritional factors affecting leg strength. Your support helps our channel reach more seniors who want to age vigorously and independently. Do you have questions about other supplements that might be affecting your strength or mobility? Drop them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to address them in future videos. I'd also love to hear which of these insights was most surprising or helpful to you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our weekly health tips designed specifically for vibrant aging. Remember, small nutritional changes today can lead to significant improvement in how you move and feel tomorrow. Until next time, here's to your health, strength, and independence.